Welcome to Silicon Valley Asian Business Talk.
My name is Roger Chen, and I work at the University of San Francisco. My field basically is the innovation and a strategy, and I represent basically two centers. So one is, as you can see here, from the, we call it CAPS, University of San Francisco Center for Asia Pacific Studies, and also another center is the Center for Business Studies and Innovation in Asia Pacific. It's also part of an interview program I'm doing for the center. The name of the interview program is called the Silicon Valley Asia Business Talk, where we kind of interview successful Asian business leaders as well as entrepreneurs. So yeah, Stacey, yeah, please.
So I don't
briefly
know.
Introduce yourself.
So to begin with, I don't know how I fit in that description you just said, Silicon Valley entrepreneur.
You are part of Silicon Valley, right?
A little bit further out. But anyway, it's a pleasure to be here. Thanks everyone for joining. So my name is Stacey Ma. I'm currently the Executive Vice President of Pharmaceutical Development and Manufacturing at Gilead Sciences, which is a biopharmaceutical company. My entire career has been in the biopharmaceutical company for close to almost 30 years. I spent over 2 decades in another very famous biopharmaceutical biotech company in the Bay Area, Genentech, and then Roche. And then after 20-some years there, I also joined a startup in the Bay Area, Sound Biotechnology, which is a cell gene therapy company, and built up a whole tech ops or manufacturing organization there from ground up. After 3.5 years as Sound Biotechnology, I joined Gilead in mid-2022, so at the tail end of the COVID pandemic era, and I have been there almost 3 years. So it's really a pleasure to be here to talk a little bit about kind of the intersection of technology and biotechnology.
Gilead, working with external innovation communities.
What is the approach Gilead kind of try to work with the external startups, innovation, founders? Maybe you can share with us about that. So I think that might be very relevant information for a lot of startup founders.
Sure, and also my own personal experience. I worked in a startup too. So I would say biopharmaceutical industry in general is very, I would say, open to open innovation. So meaning both internal innovation and external innovation. That's why we have this huge ecosystem with all the startup, right? So, and Gilead is no different. Gilead has historically, track record has always been very open to external innovation. You need to have internal expertise to even evaluate external innovation. So it's not that one, it's not one versus the other. It's actually how do you, frankly, take smart, risk in evaluating external options. So Gilead, if you look at the cure for hepatitis C, which is Sovaldi, is actually a Gilead acquisition of a company called Pharmasset back in 2011 or so. So Gilead historically has always been very open to innovation and continue to do so. Yes, Kite is an acquisition. Our biggest breast cancer drug, Trodelvy, is through an acquisition. So Gilead has a very proven track record of innovation, acquire innovations through external options. So we'll continue to do so. The second is actually when we think about external innovation, it has to be very, very, focused, aligned to our, expertise, our leadership in sort of the therapeutic disease area. So
okay, your strategic priorities.
Yeah, so it's a very clear alignment in our strategic sort of disease area. So that's another one. And our model has been actually very flexible. If you look at Gilead, we have partnership, we have certainly acquisitions, another one. We have joint venture as well. So it's a pretty wide range of how we approach external innovation.
Do you have any kind of a specific programs or a kind of a joint kind of activities to embrace where startup companies can just look for and explore the possible cooperation opportunities?
Yeah, so it's it's also various different approach. JP Morgan's a big event every year that's here in the city. That's for, biopharmaceutical company is one of the biggest. So there's a lot of meetings during that week. Oh. That's one. So that's up in the city, and usually second week of January. So for the 4-hour space, this is the big sort of business event. But otherwise, there's our website. People can send in the information through people you know. You can send in, usually kind of what your company is about, what is your, technology or product. So there's multiple approaches.
Channels, right?
Yeah, channels. And we internally we have an organization that's literally focused on these business development that they coordinate. So this has always been a focus of what we do.
That's great. Thank you.
Thank you for watching.